Social shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's some social shit for everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made this be myself, so hear me. Woo! I mean, like, we can put all that clown shit away. There's some real shit for you. I'm spazzing right now, so listen, let's go. Yeah. It's in their bones, the thugs in harmony for the love of the money. Then fall victim for the cookie, then turn pussy, it's lonely. You said you hold it down when life get rough, we're here now, so show me. We move them losses to them wins. Heavy pounds, we make it ends meet. Converse with only few who make me feel like I be 10 feet.
What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, make sure you smash the like, sharing, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Today, we are talking about probably one of the biggest enigmas in football right now. And yes, you guys can see him on your screen, and that is Rafael Leao. Now, the 25-year-old Portuguese international, honestly, it seems like every week, especially during the Champions League nights, it seems like every week we will talk about Rafael Leao. Now, whether it's because he just put in a monster performance like he did against Real Madrid in the week where AC Milan, won 3-1, or it's because he's putting in a disastrous performance, a bit like the performance he put in against Liverpool, where they lost 3-1. So you never really know with Leao. I mean, you guys can see like the highlights. I mean, there are so many highlights of Rafael Leao that you could sit here and probably make a 2-3 hour, compilation just on him alone. And if you didn't know who he was, and this was a guy coming out of, I don't know, the back of Brazil, and he was 16, and he was doing all of this stuff, you'd think he was the next big thing. But I feel like the problem with someone like Leao is where he lacks that consistency, to continue this at the top level, to show that he can do this at the top level. I think that's what frustrates people the most, because you can see that this is a talented, very, very talented individual, but we're just not seeing it on a consistent basis. And I think that's what kills it for most people, is that, you're watching a player who on his day is probably one of the best wingers in world football. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. I'm really not. He literally can play like one of the best wingers in football. He's got all the attributes that you would probably require from someone who, would want to become, one of the best players in the world. He's quite tall, he's quite strong on the ball, he's a good runner, he's got good dribbling ability, he's got nice skills, he can finish on both feet. He's got good awareness in attacking areas. He's fast, got good acceleration. It's all really plus points when it comes to someone like Leao, but we just don't see this on a consistent basis. I really don't know what it is, with someone like him. I really don't. And I think that's what kills it for most people, is that we just don't get to see this often. And because we don't get to see this often, that's what then leads to questions about how good is he really? Is he really, as good as people say, he actually is? Starting off at Sporting in his home nation of Portugal, starting off his career, coming up through the youth ranks there. Then, of course, moving on to Lille, where he spent one season over there. And clearly the performances that he put in, during the 18-19 season was enough for AC Milan to then say, hey, listen, we want to sign you and we think that you can go to the next level. And he also had other suitors, but he decided with AC Milan, one of the biggest clubs in the world. You just kind of thought, he would just go from strength to strength. I'll be honest with you. You just thought, okay, now he's reached a big time. He's at massive club. And I mean, when you look at it stats wise, there is an argument, of course, to say, listen, look, he's improved his numbers, so to speak, in terms of his goals and assists, every season. He had a good season in that 22-23 season, for AC Milan, getting 15 goals in Serie A, alone. So you thought, okay, he's really, really kind of turning a corner, so to speak. But I don't know. It's just we're not seeing this on a consistent basis, and I do feel like that AC Milan are starting to get a little bit frustrated with him, and especially sometimes this is off-field antics. But if we just keep it to the football in itself, I do think that there is much to be desired about him. Listen, look, I do think Leao is a talented individual, and I do still believe that there is a player in there who can, make it, make it to the big time in terms of, competing at the top end of European and world football, both for his national team and for whichever club side he, continues to play for, in the future, whether it be AC Milan or someone else. But I do think that he needs to kind of maybe just buckle down just a little bit and, just kind of understand that what he has at his disposal can take him from one level, to the next. And there is a level that, I still think that he's not really achieved and he should be getting to, especially, he's 25 years of age now. I think that moving forward, he needs to really start seeing the bigger picture, for his career. But let's wait and see. He's still a talented individual. I like the player. Hopefully, he can fulfill his potential. But as always, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section about Mr. Leao himself. Can he go on, to become one of the best players in the world, or will he just remain one of those players that we remember in 30 years' time as a streets will not forget? Which category do you think he will fall into? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, people, and I'll catch you on the other side. Peace.